Hello everyone. Thank you for being part of this lecture. Today we will discuss a very important topic and it is language. Well, not everything about language, but we understand that language is a huge phenomenon that has been studied for many years. But it doesn't mean all the topics are fully covered, especially when it changes constantly due to the social interaction between native speakers of a specific language. Well, when we are having a conversation or when we are interacting with someone who doesn't speak our language, but we are trying to learn their language, we don't want to feel left out. And that's why it lends us to the next question that it is how can we use language to adapt ourselves to a new culture? Well, even though we haven't had the opportunity to uh, live the full social interaction with a native speaker of a language or traveling to another country, we can agree that the most important quality we need to acquire to adapt ourselves is to be open minded because new expressions and new experiences will catch us if we are willing or we are open to dive into every single aspect of a culture, including having a conversation. And also, we shouldn't be afraid of interaction and asking if we don't understand something. Perhaps we could get a friend or a relative who's willing to help us to fully comprehend a conversation in the language we are trying to learn. So let's continue with some example of.
Okay, so as the topic it is how to adapt ourselves into a new culture, into a new language. The real context is super important, and there are some examples in which we can evidence when we are using wrong the language or when we don't understand what is the other people is talking about. For example, with idioms and slangs is the common mistake as native speakers we have when we're learning a new language. For example, with idioms, we're taking these idioms too literal for the literal meaning. For example, when someone says, it's a piece of cake, in your mind you translate that as the literal meaning, but you understand the context. So for you it's the literal thing, like you have a piece of cake, but not as the meaning that it's something that it's easy, for example. So it's for the reason that the social context, the interaction, I mean the basic interaction, it's so important if we are in abroad, if we're living in other country, and if we're interacting with people native in that country, to realize that not all the things that they say we have to do that's the literal meaning. As in our culture and our language we have slangs, idioms, different types of talking, of communicate. We have to open mind ourselves and understand that they have as well.
As a conclusion, we understand that being foreign student could be hard, especially if you are just starting to live abroad. But you have to know that living abroad and immersing oneself in a new culture is an enriching experience that offers innumerable benefits, especially in terms of learning a new language, personal development, and cultural adaptation. In short, living abroad and immersing oneself in a new culture is an experience that offers a wide range of benefits, from language learning to a personal development and cultural adaptation. This experience not only fosters individual growth, but also promotes understanding and appreciation of cultural diversity in an increasingly globalized world. And for my group, with Vanesa and Diany, this is the conclusion that we consider important for this video. And that's it. Thank you very much for being able to watch our video.